Hello everyone, this is Zooc and this is the Ultimate Drawing Challenge Part 15, or Episode 15. This time, Phil Wilcock asked me to draw a cyborg penguin otter eating a brick in 30 minutes. Now, I don't quite know why he wants the penguin to eat a brick. I'm pretty sure that's not a very popular practice among penguins. Or maybe I just don't know enough about him. But as for the otter, the otter doesn't really have any distinctive elements. I mean, it's basically just a furry animal. No special traits or anything. So I just took the tail and slapped it on the penguin, just for funsies. So at the end you're going to see a penguin which lacks any black. That is actually intended. It is an albino penguin. I kept it white. God, I could make such a racist joke now. I kept it white so I could see the extra details on the hand and stuff. And so, this is going to be an albino penguin eating a brick. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have any interesting stories to tell since yesterday was the last time I made a video. Nothing has quite happened since then. I've just been kind of sitting around and watching series, working at the same time. But I do have something I want to whine about because I always have something I want to whine about. So I'm working with these clients, right? They're this pretty big company here. It's a state company as far as I know. So they have this project on hand. It's a calendar. This is what I've actually been doing for the past decade in my other life as a corporate graphic designer. That's a cool sounding label, but it's shittier than it sounds, trust me. So I make calendars. I make really pretty calendars. Americans might think, oh, that's like super easy and shit. But no, it's not, because the stuff we do completely differs from the stuff Americans usually use. When I was in the US, I did take a look at a lot of calendars, went to Staples and looked at kind of what sort of stuff they sell there. And it's really bland and really, ordinary. Nothing special about them, just a picture plus text. That's kind of the standard there. But over here, we make it really artistic. We use really fancy schmancy pictures with effects and shit on the text and like really just over-the-top stuff. And these are used as gifts or, promotional materials, etc. It's basically like a stationery package with everything. So I'm doing this calendar for them, and they give us a theme. And they had really no idea as to what the calendar should look like. So obviously, it was up to me to come up with something, and I did. And it looks really good. And then I showed it to them, and all of a sudden, everyone in the office is a fucking artist. Everyone gives their input, from the secretary to the janitor or some shit. So that's really annoying for someone that gets hired for their expertise in a certain field, and then you make something, and you finalize it, and you bust your ass for, 12 hours creating one thing. And then everyone kind of shits all over it, wanting stuff moved around, wanting stuff that's a bit more yellow or a bit more brown or a bit more this and that, just for no practical reason at all, because they see something and, I see this and I like it, but I just really want to take a shit on it. Just to give it my scent. I really want to put my pants down and just take a crap on it, because it has to have that part of me on it. That's really annoying for someone that works in this area, which is why I rarely recommend to someone to start freelance design or look for a career in design, because nobody takes your profession seriously. This is one of the saddest things about this area. When you call a plumber, you don't tell him how to do his job. You kind of sit back and let the guy do his thing. But when you hire a designer, it could be the best in the world. You'd still have something to change about what they do. And granted, I am nowhere near the best in the world. But I know what I'm doing, especially in this field where I've been working for 10 years. It's more than half of some of the people's lives that are watching this video. So I kind of know what's okay. But other people apparently disagree, because they have absolutely no involvement with this area, and yet they know more than me, which is fantastic. I really appreciate them for that. Astonishing creativity. Romania is full of poets, artists, singers, and designers. They're everywhere, and yet they have no clothes on their backs and are starving, and working completely different jobs. But at heart, they're all artists. Fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm done whining about this. This is going to be a penguin eating a brick, chugging that shit. Please rate that shit, and thanks for watching, and I'll be sure to bring more interesting stories next time. So have a good day. Bye-bye.